What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Social Sig vlog number 30 something. How's it going? I was just skateboarding in my house and landed a big spin on flat. I know maybe a lot of you don't know what that is, but it's a trick that I've been trying to get for a while. I actually haven't been trying to seriously, but I've had a few tricks on my goal list to try to get before the end of 2022, and that was one of them. And last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago, I think it was last week, I landed a varial heel for the first time. So yeah, I don't talk about skateboarding too much, but I love skateboarding, and it's one of my favorite things to do in the world, and it is a big de-stressor for me, and yeah, I love it. This week has been really good so far. I don't know if I talked about Denver yet. Yeah, so we were in Denver last weekend for our first show out of the Midwest. Went out there with Kai and Jacob, and you can see some recap videos on my Instagram and stuff. But yeah, it was such a fun trip, really quick trip. Excuse me. Really quick. It was just, we left on Friday morning. Got there Friday afternoon, and then met up with my friend Ty, who hosted us. Shout out Ty. And she just moved there, and she lives a little bit more on the south side of Denver. And when we first got there, we were kind of walking around drinking. Spend a lot of money on like food and stuff, but that's what you got to do when you travel, I guess. And it was really, really fun. Saturday, we drove up to Boulder to play the show, and shout out my buddy Parker from high school, who got us on the bill. We've been talking about it for a while to get out to Boulder and play a show together. He's got a band and called Sempar, so check him out. And then we played with another band called Big Pinch, and it was at a frat party show. The stage was outside. There's super cool lights everywhere. A bunch of fucking people came. Some people came just for us. It's just super fucking cool. So thank you so much if you came through. That was literally a dream come true. The whole weekend, my stomach was like still bloated. If you check out my last vlog, I was feeling like dog shit. So the whole weekend I was just kind of getting over that, but it was good. I was fine. So then played the show. It was super fucking fun, and then we hung out a little bit on the Sunday, and then left. And overall, Colorado was really fucking cool. Last time I was there was like October of 2020, and I really didn't get to see that much, and it was right when COVID was like a big thing, and really saw a limited version of Denver. And so I now think that Denver is a little bit cooler than what I thought it was previously, so that's nice. And then Monday I did a podcast with Young Davey. I have known a little bit for like through the music scene. He's a musician, artist from Kenosha who recently moved to Milwaukee, and I saw him on a podcast called Tipped and Stiffed, and have been following him a little bit, and ran into him at a show. He came to a party I had, and just a really fucking good dude, and we chopped it up for like 2 hours. Such a fun conversation. You can check it out on my it's on YouTube where you're watching this right now. It's so fun, such a conversation. And then we went to Bremen Cafe afterwards, and like a bunch of homies were there, so that was really cool. And it's cool to just introduce him to a lot of people in the scene, and like have more cool people surrounded, and just to be a part of it. So that was dope. And then Tuesday, just worked and had band practice. I was working all week as usual. Work's been good. The president of our company is leaving, and a few people in HR got fired, and they, I guess, are preparing for a recession coming up, is what I heard. Possibly. So, not really sure. I guess the last recession was 2009, if that, yeah. And I was just a little boy, so we'll see what happens, I guess. I don't know what it's going to be like, but kind of scary. I don't know. Just trying to save money and stuff. And yeah. And then, let's see, Halloween is coming up. Lots of things going on this weekend. But so Wednesday, today's Thursday, by the way. Wednesday, I did a podcast with Cam Will, who is one of the largest artists in Milwaukee right now. He's a rapper. Never have met him before. I've known him for a few years. Like just of like his name really. That's about it. But his numbers on Spotify are popping. And also shout out Young Davey. He's got his shit popping on Spotify and stuff. A really cool like alternative singer, rapper kind of style. I really don't know how to explain it, but I really dig his music. Cam Will, so yeah, he came over on Wednesday. Kind of brought two people with him. Kind of threw me a little off guard. It was cool. It was interesting, and yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see if I can post the full podcast because midway through he's like, "We can edit this, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I usually post the whole thing." And his dude who was with him was like, "No, we gotta cut this up or something." And I don't really know. There wasn't a whole lot of communication on that. He didn't sign anything, and that's how I usually roll, and that's what I want to keep it, is just a full free-flowing conversation. So I guess we'll see if it's the full thing that's posted. I don't want him like chasing after me or anything if I post the full thing, but shit, man. I guess we'll see. And then it's a really cool conversation though. We talked about just kind of an interview more style, and it was really kind of quick hitter conversation. I think I did a good job interviewing him, as much as I like to keep it free flowing. I think it was a really good conversation. So I guess you'll just have to see for yourself when that's posted out. And really, I've been stoked about these podcasts. It always is such a good feeling just to sit down with someone locked in with the headphones and just talking. And I've been getting much better at it already, it feels. And I know I'm going to have some shitty podcasts and good podcasts, and just excited to see it grow. And right before the Camo podcast too, I went over after work to my buddy Nick Cohnhorst's new studio in the 3rd Ward. A really cool space that he started rented out with some other creatives, and he was looking to do some portraits. So I just popped over after work in my work clothes and took some badass looking photos. I'm really stoked about them. And yeah, they turned out really cool. And what was I going to say? We were talking about getting him on the podcast as a producer. So we've actually been talking about it for a long time, even like before I moved to my current place, like a year and a half ago, about starting this thing up. So kind of finally coming into fruition, and it's really at a place now where we can maybe start getting a better quality camera and like 2 angles and more of like a studio looking kind of thing. So it's really cool. I'm really excited just to keep it going. I got some really fun ones lined up too, so super stoked about that. I've been writing a little bit more and kind of toying with some new songs for Social Sig a little bit, so kind of just taking my time with that as well, not forcing anything too seriously because I just released an album, so kind of just taking it slow. And then yeah, trying to skateboard more. I got some plans this weekend. My girlfriend's having a party on Friday. There's also going to be a really fun show at the Washroom, which is a DIY basement I've talked about a million times. And Saturday, I'm doing a podcast with my cousin Mikey. And then Sunday, I'm getting coffee with my friend Kara, hopefully, fingers crossed. I haven't seen them in a long time. Long time homie of mine, and they're back in town, so that would be really cool. And then Monday is Halloween, so it's gonna get spooky. We're playing a show at Bremen Cafe. If you're around, it's gonna be really fun. Even though the whole weekend's gonna be Halloween, Monday I think is just gonna be still so awesome because it's the real night, the real deal, and a Monday night at Bremen Cafe. I took off work the next day, so it's gonna be such a fun night. Really looking forward to that. And Bremen Cafe is like right by my house, so it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, it's been a really good week. I was working or talking with Austin, who did the Hot Red music video. I saw a rendition of it. It's looking really fucking cool. Nick, my buddy I just mentioned, he's coloring it. He's a colorist, so it's gonna look extra really fucking cool. And then the animation is gonna be on it, so really excited about that one too. And yeah, just keeping this train moving, man. What else? I don't know if I want to talk about anything else. But shit, man, yeah, life is good. Especially after being so sick and with those stomach pains. It really just gives you a good perspective on like my health. I'm really fortunate to feel healthy, and yeah, just really fortunate for it. And tonight I am working. I'm like trying to think of all the shit I'm working on. Tonight I'm working on a song for my homie Dream Bay Miles. He's a EDM artist, and he's been doing shows like crazy recently. He lives out in Denver. Couldn't make the show because he ironically was back in Wisconsin when we were over there for just the weekend. But he's been a homie of mine, distant homie, just because he's out in Denver, and we kind of run into each other every now and then. But really proud of what he's doing. He's just always been grinding the EDM stuff, and it's just such a scene I'm not a part of. But we're doing a song together, so tonight I'm gonna work on some lyrics for that, and hopefully get some vocal takes in and send him his way to add to a song that he's working on. I think he's doing like an EP for like this winter, and I'll be on it, so that's really cool. What else? Yeah, man, I just love this fucking podcast. I really, really am excited to see where I can take it. It seems like the people that I've had on, it just kind of grows authentically like that, and I just love talking to people in that kind of format. And I've been talking about it for a while to do it. I think you can go to my first vlog, maybe. I was like, maybe I want to do a podcast, that'd be cool. And it's like I've been talking about doing it for a while, and I am so happy that I started doing it. And yeah, I don't know, man, I'm just rambling. So thanks for following, and thanks for listening. If you did, stay tuned for more shows coming up in Milwaukee. Working on a show in Minneapolis, so if you're up there, I don't know if I have any people that watch the vlogs up in Minneapolis, but if you are, we're coming up possibly December 17th, so really excited for that. And any other shows? Trying to get a show in Chicago, man. Trying to get back there. It's just tough. I don't know a whole lot of people in like the art scene in Chicago, so we'll try. We'll get out there soon. So, all right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Bye.